Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to The Legend of Bumbo. I guess technically they are selling this as a prequel to The Binding of Isaac because Bumbo, I guess, in The Binding of Isaac is depicted as being dead for the most part. So, obviously he's not dead in this fictionalization prequel. We played Brave Bumbo the Brave, twice, and probably that second time I played it was a waste of time. Now, looking at the unlocks, I really should have just jumped into the next character as Bumbo the Nimble, and it really looks like there is only about 5 chapters, and it doesn't seem like the chapters are going to get that long. It's really just more of a case of this being much more of a strategy game. You really have to play well. Bumbo the Nimble has only 2 hearts. He has different spells instead of equipment that you would expect in Binding of Isaac. But it seems to be that the matches are still pretty much all the same. So, no real issue there. I guess the question just comes down to removing a single tile might be useful. That may be more strategic, and then a attack going up with each hit might be interesting, but that inherently means I'm just charging something up for a final boss fight, because in most cases you can't afford to take a hit, like definitely in this case. Unlike the first Bumbo, we don't really have a strategy to reshuffle, so that's a concern too. Guess we do this, and then I guess we do this. And so then I guess we try and take this guy out, and we gain some mana, and then we delay this guy. What does the mana gain do? Damage goes up with each hit. Maybe that means each hit you do instead of each hit you take. That would make a little bit more sense. Otherwise, that really does make that item pretty useless. Of course, we are just totally stuck with strategy here. In that you're going to run into a bunch of best case scenarios where you can just possibly get another roll, and that's it. Then you are also just going to run into a lot of scenarios where nothing you do is going to be good enough. Okay. Take that one out, mana gain, and then I guess the question is, can we remove a single tile and make a 4? If I hit A here, I can hit B to cancel, so you're not committed, which that's nice. If we had anything that was like 3 in the row at the top, we could maybe delete something at the top and get a new piece. That's not going to be good enough. So yeah, destroying a single tile in this case I don't think does anything for us, so let's not do it. that only did 1 damage. And that character just did a mana drain, which sucked out all of our mana. Everything is back to 0. You don't have mana in the Binding of Isaac, so this is definitely a different experience. Mana gain that way, and this will give us a poop if we do this, which we can put here. And then I guess the question just comes down to, is there something else that would be worth destroying? Trying to look very carefully here. I'd say probably not. I mean, I guess you can do that since they're potentially going to do a mana drain on you anyways. Okay. And we still just don't have anything to do. We can make 2 matches that way. And I did like 3 combos. So now I would do 2 damage. If I destroy this, I'll get teeth. What else would I want to destroy? Maybe it's better just to do this though. Mana gain from that attack. If I destroy this, we'll get a move. So now we're back to having a move, which I think this is the best move there. Stop that guy from attacking. Now, I guess the question just comes down to this. If I take something else out, could we get a 4 somewhere? Or make any kind of match at all? I guess you inherently should just be doing that anyways. Because we can't reshuffle anyways, so if you want any strategy to possibly occur here, it's got to happen through destroying things. So you destroy that. And then I guess you destroy this. Let's just kill this character. Go ahead and kill this character. Go ahead and kill this character. So, do we want to blind one enemy with Mom's pad? Or skewer, destroy a row of tiles? Probably want skewer. Yeah, Legend of Bumbo not trying to hold back any punches using a period pad as an item, just as there is the exact same item in Binding of Isaac. Let's see. Let's rethink that action first. I think that was a bad idea. Well, I may not have much better ideas anyways. I guess the idea mostly would be to keep an eye out for what is coming and what could be here. Yeah. Do this, get 2 moves back. The attack on that item now is only 1 again, so it did reset. Okay. Do this. Decisions must be made. And let's see, we could destroy a row, which I guess just comes down to which row is possibly the most useless row of them all. Let's just pick this row and see what happens there. And then just do 1 damage here. Okay. We have no poop on this line at all, so we can't make that match. We have no teeth on this column, so we can't make that match. So something like that. Possibly there. Do we have anything better we can do? Ideally, we would have put a poop up somewhere. Alright, well. Let's just do that. And I'm guessing they attack every turn, like without fail. If they're on the front row, they will probably attack the next turn. That's my assumption. Let's remove a single tile. Which then, would we benefit from removing another single tile anywhere? Well, if I got rid of this heart, which I wouldn't want to get rid of, you can get rid of that and get an extra move. Not moving particularly fast here. Guess attack with that. And then I guess you attack again with that. If we remove this here, we can then move that there. Can we remove anything else? Or just destroy a row of tiles? Would any of the rows of tiles be worth destroying? Possibly. We can do that. Can take that. Make a match there. This guy here is never going to move over to this spot, though. It's just something that can't happen. Go and take that guy out. So if we were to remove this tile, then you've got 3 poops. Then you do this. And that puts another poop there. I think you might as well just destroy those. And then see if something can happen. Or are we just going to remove tiles for no reason? Seems like I'm just going to remove tiles for no reason. Take that. No, just out of an abundance of caution, we will move this up, and move this up, then move this over here. Interesting, that seems to have triggered him to attack where he wouldn't have attacked otherwise. That wasn't something I was expecting. And there's 2 things in the back. I don't know if those were just piles of poop or what, but they never moved and they never attacked, so I have to assume that they weren't much of anything. Here we can make this match, which will start just in the middle. No reason to really change directions. And we'll make that much. We'll do that. If we get rid of this, we'll get an extra move. And if we could get 1 attack, we can take out this one. Okay. Now it's just remove a tile. Can we get a combo by removing any tiles? And you could kind of do a setup here. And I guess you could kind of do a setup here. It would be really stupid to destroy a card, a heart, but that's exactly what I just did. There we go. That guy's apparently going to attack. Let's move this around and get another move. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
1 damage here. 1 damage there. It's pretty obvious to remove a tile here. Get another move. And then I think it makes a lot of sense to potentially just delete this row. And that'll get me a poop, at least, as a barrier. Can I remove more tiles? Okay. Where would we want to remove the next tile? Teeth. Teeth. Booger. Bone. Let's just destroy an entire row here. Any higher chance of success around this? No, not really. 4 damage. So I guess all we need now is just any kind of offensive match. Which, that's not really an offensive attack. But we do have to find something, so there we go. There's kind of a lack of understanding, certainly, as far as just what +1 movement. I'll take that with the watch. Bumbo versus Peeper. His eyes are slippery. Like, how much mana am I really getting each time there's a mana match? So my movement right now is 2. We go like +1 movement. It didn't increase my speed as much as it just gave me a 3rd move. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is a character that most definitely was one of the early annoying characters in Binding of Isaac, because his floating eyeballs would float around quite a lot to cause a lot of damage to be taken. Do that. And for the most part, I think you are still just trying to, like, attack the main guy, at least in this first turn. I could see there being potentially a one-turn kill that happens. If I could delete a column in the same way as I could delete a row, there might be something interesting around that too. Okay. That gives us another move, which once again lets me attack. If I can manage to just really luck out here. Let's see. You do this, and then do that. I might really get a one-turn kill here. Destroy entire row. What are we trying to set up if we were to destroy an entire row? It'd have to be either bones or teeth. Teeth would have maybe a higher chance. If I destroy an entire row here of teeth, does that give me a bunch of teeth? No, it doesn't. And a 3-3 shape here does not equal a match. That will. So he's down to 1. Alright, so we know we've got a victory here. So let's just make that match and throw. It'll be interesting to see if that does an achievement of any sorts. Chance of damage up, enemies may take more damage. So sharp nail or curved horn. And see, the real experts at Binding of Isaac would probably know which one of these is better. I think chance of damage up is probably better than the sharp nail though, based on how they work in the previous game. We have 21 coins. And here we have some Isaac characters, I guess. Guess that's supposed to be Magdalene. That's supposed to be, I think, Judas. More spells. Spells charge less for 8. Let's see. What would that do? Spells hurt more. The controller setup here is not great. You have to, I guess, maybe hit A. But no, A doesn't work. And D-pad doesn't work. Okay. So I'm trying to hit left, and it doesn't work. It's like up instead. Interesting. Alright, well. Hurt more. And I guess we'll spin the stat wheel. It doesn't feel like any of the stats are particularly terrible. And we can't do anything else, so that's the end of that. So now we move into Forlong Hollow. Having extra life is definitely worth it, but the real unlock, I think, comes from getting, like, beating the whole game without taking any damage at all, which some of that may be doable, some of that may be a little less possible than it seems. Okay. Just eliminate that guy first. Then we can do this. And we'll try and eliminate this guy. That worked fairly nicely. I guess the question comes down to, what can I set up for a match here? I can delete 2 tiles. So if I was, for instance, to get rid of this and then do that, that buys me a lot of time. I can delete 2 more tiles if I think I have any chance of pulling anything off. Well, like if you took this out, and then you went ahead and just like deleted this. There I took another damage, so obviously I'm not in a position where I could take damage. Oh, and I guess items you pick up that are modifiers are always in the lower right hand corner. That isn't an indicator of what chapter you're in. I guess there's probably not an indicator of what chapter you're in other than just the background of the cardboard rooms. Okay. Let's do this. Perhaps because I took out yeah, perhaps because I took out a row of boogers and put 3 boogers on the one character because I couldn't attack anybody on the left or right, I misused the boogers. Perhaps I should keep more of a balance and have 3 potential targets the whole time. Okay. I'm gonna do this just because I don't want to really think about this too much. Alright. Take out this, then take out a whole row, then take out this. And we'll do this. Which that was maybe a mistake because probably should have done this first. And then we can just win here. Which maybe I should have tried to play for some health before that. Hits all enemies with flush. Poison enemy that hits you with the virus. The flush item in Binding of Isaac is pretty big. Increase our movement at least once per turn. Maybe I should play better. Just try and slow everything down. Maybe I should be trying for more of a pattern maneuver to get the 4x4s, particularly when you're playing as this guy who destroys tiles. You can destroy an entire row of tiles. This flush, hitting a lot of those enemies. Heck, let's just hit him again. These guys are strong though. And just like that, we've lost. So what does a retry look like there? Looks like you start all over again. Now in The Binding of Isaac, and this is definitely the game to compare it to, when you die, it tends to lead towards some level of progress even then to unlocking something more. You would actually be in a bad situation if you won the first time you played The Binding of Isaac and every single other time you played The Binding of Isaac, and there was just no success or no failures at all. In this case though, it does kind of feel like there is some real danger in that you will be more to the whims of random chance of the tiles falling, assuming that they're not cheating in your favor. And yeah, sometimes you do have just bad runs in Binding of Isaac too, so it's not super crazy to think that it might just go kind of difficult or go poorly on you. We're back to what we were before, so we don't have the abilities that we had unlocked. Flip a row of tiles, 50% of blinding enemies. Yeah, we'll take that. We don't know what the blind effect does, so it's worth experimenting in this early gameplay to figure that out. Right. Do that. And then guess do that. Okay. Guess we're doing this. Let's throw it at that. We have all these greens, and so we should do something with the greens. Either line that up or line that up. I guess that's the better lineup. Okay. Now removing a single tile. We can do that twice. Would we want to do that twice? Does it help us any? Well, if something crazy was going to happen, what you would do is you would set up 3 here, and then you would set up 1 here. Then you would do this. Go and blind everybody. They don't seem to really have a status effect that looks like blind. Okay. Do this. We really have a match that we can do here. So like that's the biggest you can do is like a 7. And I got an achievement for doing that. So it does seem like there's an achievement for matching 4 of everything. Or 7 of everything. Let's do this. And let's do 7 poops. Got another achievement for doing that. That gives you 3. Let's do that and get another move. So yeah, really it's just going to come down to, can I remember which of the ones I haven't actually done anything with, or made a match of 7 with. I think it's pretty much burgers and teeth left. I wish there was something that would make it worth your time to continue down the path of trying to make matches. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there is. I don't need hearts. So your best bet really is just to destroy this and then destroy this. Yeah, and all the mana just drains. Does it drain into coins? Doesn't seem like it. If for every 2 mana you had, you got 1 coin, or even 1/5. Every 5 mana you got a coin. That would be interesting, but seems like it just resets. Okay. Let's see if there's a way we can do this. Yes. That lines us up nicely. Then if we do this, does it line up nicely? Blind. Attack here. So the sunglasses probably are an indication that they are blinded, come to think of it. Okay. Good to know. Okay. What can we do more? And if we could do some setup that way, I guess that would work. I guess we're looking to get rid of that. Doing anything better by destroying things, or just take that. So he misses. He doesn't. Okay. If I could get a poop here, I could get an interesting cross poop of more than 7. But is it worth it to do all of that? Let's see. Blind one of them. But you can only get a more than 7 if you really just had a bunch of poop you could delete. One down. 2 damage on this one. Alright, well I can't get that full cross poop at this point. So just take that, make a move, make a match. Do that. Right. Do I want to risk this for silly reasons? No. Do I want to get a heart? Yes, but can I get a heart? That would be the real question to ask. It doesn't seem like anything would give me a heart. It's just plain. You see, that gave me like 3 coins. Remove all curse tiles. What's funny here is I don't think we've seen any curse tiles. Where the relic in Binding of Isaac is a super powerful item. So you definitely want that. Having a soul heart. It's not quite as good as having regular hearts, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
He's blinded, but then that summoned flies. Which will just stick those flies that there. We have one more move. Can we make a match in this one more move? Yes, we can. Can we do anything else? No. But we can attack with this. That. Gain a move. Do that. Let's see. We have one more move. Can we do anything that would help that one more move? I don't think by too much, so it's probably best just to do that. Make the match. Smack the guy. Line the characters again. And then set up, I guess. Just stick a poop there. Okay. I can do a 5 here, so I should just do a 5 here and not try and get fancy. Meanwhile, we'll remove that, and then we'll do this. This guy's about dead, so we'll just take the victory. Could I have goofed around for some more health? Potentially, yes. More gray tiles. Old tooth. I mean, I guess that does change the game up, so we should try that. Meanwhile, we'll see if we can bump our stats up some more. Puzzle damage up to now 2. What does that really mean? I am not sure. But I do think it's probably worth it to bump that to a higher damage. And then we can afford health, so we'll buy health. And then we'll exit, move on. Attacking through green gas will blow it towards you. Good to know. Right. So that does 4 damage, and now if I attack through the green gas, it would hurt me. Good to think I'm figuring this out. Let's see if we can pull off a interesting twist here by destroying tiles. It doesn't seem like we can. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, well then, take it this direction. Can we get another move or an attack here, or are we only capable of getting food? Let's see. Double. Put a poop here. Kill this guy. Yeah, pretty obviously, you're going to want to stop trying for the 7 matches fairly quickly in this game once you've gotten the achievements. It just makes so much sense to not spend that extra energy and potentially risk your life. Let's see. Is there something better we can pull out between all this? Nope. I don't even need health at the moment, so just like whatever matches I can get. So yeah, the game was not wrong. That did cause it to come towards me. Let's see. Missed. Blind. Is it my turn? Oh yeah, I guess I do have just 2 moves here. But I can't do any spells. So you do that. You get a bunch of moves more. 4 moves. I guess you play that. Guess you play that. Put that there. Again, it feels like we're taking a little too long per fight compared to Binding of Isaac, where you would just get in a room and you'd clear it out in maybe 30 seconds at most. These guys seem to only be able to take like 1 damage. At a time. Yeah. Doesn't quite seem fair that these guys can only be attacked when they're popped up, but they seem to work as a group, and honestly that is kind of how it works in the Binding of Isaac too, is that those characters pop up and they're annoying. There is a whole meta concept, certainly, as far as annoying characters in the Binding of Isaac. Characters that, if not designed to be annoying, turn out to be annoying. And I would say the Binding of Isaac also is maybe a little bit more directly into the idea of being inspired by The Legend of Zelda more than this game is, because you just don't have that direct effect or that direct top-down camera angle, and you're just not attacking in any way similar to that. Okay. Put this here. We can remove a single tile to do that. Let's see, can we remove a single tile to... We can do that. We can blind enemies. If we have 2 of these, let's get rid of that. And then do that. Just continued destruction. There's 2 health to that rock back there in the back, so seems to me like there might be a good reason to attack that. We haven't taken any soul heart damage yet. This will get us a combo. this one. Put this one here. Do this here. So what's our next move? My attention is waning at this point. I can't make too many episodes per day around the game like this before I start to just have my eyes glaze over. Okay. We have 2 moves, we need to get to something. What can we get? We can do this, and we can do this. Which, that was pathetically weird. And bad planning on my part. Okay, we can do this. Take this out. Take this out. Attack this guy. Block the next attack. I don't know if blocking the next attack is something you can stack. Do we have any options here? Take that out. Just block the next one anyways. Let's see. Match that. Match that. We can attack with this one and clear that out. So I guess we know that there are special rocks in this game, but we would need something kind of unique to be able to destroy the special rocks. It's not just gonna work. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. I do that. Get it some teeth. Okay. Now match a bone. Do that. Can we make another match anywhere? Well, yes. We can get 4 hearts in a row. Which does nothing. But that then lets us increase our odds. Okay. Take this out. Then end the turn. Can we do damage? Yes, we can. We'll just do this and this. We should just move ahead. See, when that explodes, that I guess is blowing up the rock, but maybe it isn't. There must be some value around the idea of blowing up the rock early. Otherwise, it's an unnecessary system. We'll gain another soul heart. Noticeably, you seem like you really aren't going to have that many soul hearts in the game in the first place. And there's always this little stalagmite, or a tite, I never remember which one it is, at the top there, which maybe that indicates how far you are from the end, but I don't think it's moving either, so if it is moving, it's moving unnoticeably. The forced, like, tilted perspective of this board is also wearing out my eyes somewhat. It's a little rough. Right. Kill who we can kill. Okay. Okay, can we force another match that would do any damage? Probably not. Can we force another match? In general, I don't know why I was trying to force the match that way. I'm just not thinking clearly. So that was half a soul heart. So he does hurt you. So it's not just like you can totally ignore that. And I really should have done that first and saved the soul hearts, because soul hearts are important if you can keep them. Okay. Let's see. That. Get that guy. What move do we want to do? Okay. Do that. Do that. Can we do it again? I think that's all we really should do for that turn. Yeah, you really aren't in a great position, and I'm just not doing this right. I should have destroyed a tile here so I could have gotten the bones. Instead, I'm doing this to get the bones. Block next attack. Blind. And then can we just make any matches? Or are we setting up for any matches? See, I don't know if he has a pillow right now or if he doesn't. There's no like way to look at Isaac. Now I see a small rock in the background. Again, that feels like that would be an item, but doesn't seem like it works that way. I played very poorly there. Do that. Finally, we have something we can change. Get another move. We have only one move left. If I did that, that's a mistake. I should do this and get another move. That's really how this whole thing should have been played out, is that I should have just been continuously getting more and more moves towards an eventual goal. Gain 3 random mana for 0 charge. Make wilds and curses. You know, we've just never seen the wilds, but we should take Dark Lotus. Anyways, Shy Gal. Unmask and smash. Okay. Gain random mana every turn, or maybe not every turn, but every fight, although this is probably the last fight, so it may not matter too much. And honestly, this feels like this is just the same messy board we had before.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get the closer one, I guess. Am I cursed now? Or apparently I am, because he has a cursed tile. Okay. I'm guessing one of these is not real. Or only one of these is real. Okay. Resist on that attack. 50% chance to blind. And then can we remove tiles? Make a match. Go ahead and block the next turn, then end. So, since that was the one we already attacked, wouldn't it make all the sense in the world to just attack that one again? I mean, we could bring out the poop. Gain 30 random mana. Guess we want to do this. Okay. Now, in this, and in this.
Oh, yeah.
It's down to 3. Is there a way we have 2 more? Should just probably block, do this. And then we should ask if there's something here we could destroy. Maybe not, but let's see what happens when we destroy a curse item. Well, no achievement or anything, so we do have 1 move. And then it's still just, I guess, a question about whether, yeah, how you would want to do the damage here. I think you want to just attack this one still. Oops. Turns out that wasn't it. Okay. Now we're in trouble. Can we gain another move doing this? Yes, we can. Is that enough to make a match, though? No, it's not. If I did this, then move this, I can hit that guy. It does not damage. "50-50 shot." I was wrong. The fact that one is blinded implies to me that's not the guy. Alright, well, let's do this and this. Just increasingly getting cursed. Can't do anything else. Okay. We have 2 moves. Can we do any damage with these 2 moves? Bones and teeth. There's just not that many bones and teeth characters. Right. What happens if we match up 4 cursed tiles in a row, I wonder? Probably not something good. Alright, well, the hope is this is the right guy. And then what? He's got like 3 health. So unless I got the urine to activate the attack, which I don't see how I'm going to do that in 1 move. I guess best case scenario, you want to probably move that down that way. And we'll activate that twice, I think, but whatever. So I need to save up the urine attack. So I need to do that a second time, basically. Or I need to get incredibly lucky. One or the other. Let's see. This lets us potentially hit this. And then can we get any other attack or anything going here? Okay. Just gonna move this up. Move this up. And I guess we'll do that. Okay. $50-50 shot. Got it. Then we can use this again to win. Yeah, it just took longer than I thought it would, but honestly, I mean, it's a strategy game, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, it kind of makes a little sense that a strategy game would take a little bit longer in a boss fight.
Bumbo notice a thing. Weird box in back of room. What in there, Bumbo think?
This animation
Stinky Mom?
is
The dog with human face?
somewhat similar, but variants on the same animations.
It's a mystery. We know
And it's
thinking
voice acted.
Bumbo bash open scary box. What? This? Another Bumbo?
Bumbo the Stout unlocked. And Halls of Belial have been unlocked. There's really no voice acting in Binding of Isaac except for right at like the end of right before the credits. Whereas I don't know if you really need a voiceover narrative. It makes it a little bit sillier. It's interesting how the audio just faded out. Even the game knows that you're going to be tired of it at this point. It doesn't seem like the start menu is changing much. Definitely you can see how some of this 3D rendering is an experimentation on just like learning lighting instead of what the Binding of Isaac really is a game that just doesn't have 3D angles, doesn't have lighting, doesn't have anti-aliasing. If you look at the press A sign at the bottom there, you can see it's pretty jagged, or at least I can see it's pretty jagged as it tilts back and forth. Of course, Team Nicholas being the people that make the Binding of Isaac or remade the Binding of Isaac, and Edmund McMillen really being more of the ideas guy at this point, as I understand it. Really just them learning 3D is almost certainly for them to make a different game at some point. Yeah. So next time we will choose Bumbo the Stout, and we'll have to beat Chapter 3. And if we had taken no damage whatsoever, we would have unlocked the Lost, and that is probably where the Soul Hearts come in, is that if you took Soul Heart damage, maybe that would not count as regular damage. Beat the game twice with all characters. Yeah, that seems very doable. Although, what do they mean by beat the game? Do they mean beat all 4 chapters, or chapter 1 through 3? Or do they mean beat the entirety of the game? I guess you don't get the credits anyways for Bumbo the Dead or Bumbo the Lost until you've beaten Chapter 4, which means you would have had to unlock Chapter 4 at least. So, yeah. Beating the game twice will be difficult. Increasingly difficult each time. We have a couple of different attacks and spells, and his health is at 2, his strength is at 2, his speed is at 2, his luck is at 1, and his puzzle damage is at 1, so he is less lucky than Bumbo the Nimble, and still worse than Bumbo the Brave. But it does say he gains bonus mana, but he can't save it, which seems to be about the same as any run. Alright, well, we're making progress here, and it definitely does feel like you're probably looking at 8 hours of gameplay, maybe getting to 10 to 12 hours of gameplay in this game. Something that is much more manageable than the 100 hours of Binding of Isaac. Of course, if you're not enjoying Binding of Isaac for any reason whatsoever, you're going to find out fairly quickly and give up on it. And I wouldn't blame a few people for saying the game is a little too difficult, although it kind of weans you into the difficulty because the first couple of runs are actually super easy compared to later runs and later DLC expansions. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.